everybody, welcome back. In today's video I'm doing a review slash try on of this e.l.f. The new classics. I've been seeing the Opposites Attract palette a lot, so I decided I wanted to mess with this one, but only because I had talked about this e.l.f. palette in the past, and I wanted to kind of compare them to see how similar they were. But as I'm looking at this one seems a little bit more kind of blah to me, and I'm thinking I'm liking this one a little bit better, which to me I may be able to declutter this in the future. But let's go ahead and compare them just quickly to see. I feel as if this palette right here was the first one to come out, like a bigger palette. This came out a couple years ago, 5 years ago, I want to say. Yes, I still have this. Maybe 3 years ago, I'm not sure. It's no longer available, and it's funny because it came out and I didn't ever see it again. But to be quite honest, it wasn't more than $10. I know that for sure, but it's really great packaging. It has a beautiful giant mirror, which this one doesn't. So you heard me talk about this palette before, so let's just talk about this one because this one is out now. But I would recommend this one for like an everyday use person, because the Opposites Attract palette is a little bit more colorful, a little bit more vibrant colors. This one has some colors in it. You can be a little bit more playful, but I would say it's not as intimidating maybe. I have both of them, so I just wanted to play this one. I haven't heard very many people talk about this one, and I feel like it's probably up more people's alleys. Ooh, there's a fuzz. So I wanted to play with this, and I have used this one in the past. There are a couple similarities, so I was excited to see this one just to kind of talk about them. I do like this one still. It's like something that's kind of coveted to me, so I keep him. He gets to stay. Go ahead and prime our lids with our NYX primer pot. It's not what it's called. It's like an eyeshadow. It's called eyeshadow base. Been really liking this. If you've noticed in my last videos, I just think it does a really great job at showing color, and it's like a it's like a paint pot from MAC, but it's cruelty free and much cheaper. So today, as I'm filming this is Christmas Eve. Everybody is kind of just winding down, getting ready to go to a party, so I figured I would get myself ready and film a short little sweet video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color called Truffle right here and dip my brush into here. I have my washcloth, as always, down right in front of me on my table. And I'm going to buff this in the crease. That is a very nicely colored shade. Let's zoom in just a tinge. I won't zoom in like too much. Not good. That's good. I have to remind to zoom back out though, because remember. This is a nicely pigmented shade, this truffle color. That is my phone. I always say that because sometimes I'll be watching videos, I'm like, oh, did I get something? Do I have to check it? Alright, so I'm going to take the color Cream right here on my same fluffy brush and kind of put that on the lid, just to have a little bit of a base on the lid. Taking that cream shade and putting it a little bit on my brow bone. Just kind of starting, because I'm going to kind of end with this being a little bit more neutral. What do I want to go? Maybe I'm going to go kind of purpley. I'm going to take Truffle, and I'm going to take this color called Charmer. It's right here. Go ahead and tap in that. I'm just kind of continuously using the same brush, just using my washcloth to tap it off. I'm going to kind of build this Charmer shade up a little bit more here on the outer corner. These shadows are blending really nicely, at least on top of that base that I used. just to preface that. Ooh, we're blurry. Why are we blurry? Why are we blurry? Just gonna continue kind of softly but blending it out up to the brow. I mean, obviously not up to the brow, but blend that way. Okay, so we got Charmer in the, like, ooh, look, a fuzz. Always happens. Okay, so we've got Charmer. Charmer on the lid, in the crease, and I think I'm gonna leave the crease how it is, and then I'm gonna take, let me swatch this shade. It's called Uptown. It's pretty, but I'm not sure if I want to use that. So let's take Cosmo. We're kind of sticking to this side of the palette, if you've noticed, maybe. Glamour. You know what? Let's swatch Beloved. Here. That's pretty. So I'm going to take Beloved and put a little bit of that on the center of the lid. It's really pretty. Really like this palette, people. We're blurred again. It's because he's focusing on this freaking hat. Take his hat off. My camera's a he now. Welcome. So I'm gonna try and use Beloved with my brush wet. So I'm gonna wet my brush. This is just Glamour water from Smashbox. And okay, this is our soft glam look we are going with. I'm going to take my same brush that I use. I'm going to take Blink right here, very end. It's like a shimmery white. And place this on the inner half of the lid. That's actually pretty bright. What is with my camera focusing on things? That's not my face. So camera. You take a little bit of Blank and cream and mix those together and place that on the brow bone. I'm gonna go and blend the edges of my eyes and then finish up. I've already done most of my face makeup, mostly just like my foundation. I did a little bit of concealing and powder. So for eyeliner, I'm going to take this Beauty for Real eyeline in the color Whiskey. I did my liner, I put it on the upper and inner like waterline, and then I did my Wander Beauty Unleashed Volume Curl Mascara. This is almost on like its last leg, so I pulled it to use so I can put it in my other room so it doesn't go bad. And because this is such a light look, I figured, so for my highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use this e.l.f. Glow highlighter in golden, and I just put a giant gouge in it. I'm beautiful like that. This is the e.l.f. Plus Glow highlighter, and it smells like coconuts. So that's exciting, and it's gold, so it'll be perfect for Christmas time. I'm not really sure how to use this because it's kind of a gel, like a cooling gel. I mean, this is working. This is my SL Miss Glam brush. I looked into SL Miss Glam brushes, and they're really, really beautiful, but they're kind of pricey. I mean, I still want to buy them, but it just makes me love the ones I have even more. It's kind of a glittery highlight. For this one from Pacifica, and I'm going to use this side, this shade, a little bit darker toned. I love Pacifica products. This palette is so cool. It has the 2 blushes and then a beautiful nice mirror on the back. It's a really great product. Okay, so we are kind of playing with a lot of e.l.f. today, or rather affordable products. So I figured I would open the e.l.f. Volt palette because I haven't really seen anyone actually open it and play with it and see what shades are in here. So let's just grab the ones that I already have. Let's see if I can find them. Put them back in the right spot. And I did. So the colors that I already have are Natural and Fuchsia. So let's see. Natural is already in here, it looks like, but I'm thinking they're kind of different. Look at the tones of them on the sticks. So the gold one, more of a purple, like a lavender kind of nude. They're rather different, I would say. I mean, not enough to keep both of them for me, so I'm probably just going to give the other one away. But, and then Fuchsia is probably close to Berry Sorbet. So Fuchsia is here, right here. I just watched it. Fuchsia. It's not very fuchsia. I guess it kind of is. And then Berry Sorbet. They're kind of similar. So Fuchsia's on the top, and then Berry Sorbet. So I will give the Berry Sorbet of the gold and the natural, I'll put them away for someone else. I always have like a bin, like not necessarily a giveaway, more or less like donations to like my sister. I have a whole bunch of cousins and stuff like that. So maybe I want to do, let's watch Scarlet Night. Ooh, this looks really dark and pretty. Scarlet Night. These are just really nice, feels really luxurious packaging. I mean, not just because it's gold, but it just feels nice. Matte lip color, and it does have the names on the packaging, which is quite nice. So then I'm going to swatch also the wine color. That one's nice too. Maybe I'll wear wine today. And we'll match it with, I'm just gonna go with a clear liner. This is just a Lord & Berry Ultimate. It's touch eraser pencil, but it really helps for feathering of the lips, so I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna go ahead and put on wine. Why not? I put a chapstick on underneath it, just a light, like one swipe, so that it can go on a little bit smoother. For the price of these e.l.f. Matte lipsticks, they're phenomenal. And if you've been watching or paying attention, I'm kind of a snob when it comes to lip products, so far when everybody talks about these lip products, I find that everyone always has something nice to say about them. They're creamy matte. They're not, I mean, but they're not a full blank matte. They're a creamy matte. Wrap things up, I'm gonna recommend definitely check this palette out, buy it. There's been a lot of sales going around. Just the other day I seen a $60 one, $60, 60% off sale of certain items. So I would definitely check out. Go subscribe to their newsletter, and you always get notifications of their sales that are going on. And I've been trying to keep an eye on them, and I've been trying to get better at posting things on Instagram. I haven't in a long time. Instagram is kind of here and there for me. Sorry people, but it's true. If you ever need something on there and I don't say, just call me out on it, I'll fix it. So I would definitely recommend this, the new Classics palette from e.l.f. And if you guys did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you already haven't. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!